it's Anna here and welcome to day 31 of my 90-day video challenge. I saw a story today about giving and I wanted to share it because I thought it was so beautiful. It's a true story about Dr. Howard Kelly, a distinguished physician from Johns Hopkins University. One day in the late 1800s, a college student was selling goods door to door to pay for his way through school. He was hungry and decided he would ask for a meal at the next house. But he soon lost his nerve when a young lady opened the door. Instead of a meal, he asked for a drink of water. She thought he looked hungry, and so she brought him a large glass of milk. He drank it slowly and then asked, "How much do I owe you?" "You don't owe me anything," she replied. "Mother always taught us never to accept payment for an act of kindness." "Then I thank you from my heart," said Howard Kelly. As Howard Kelly left the house, he not only felt stronger physically, but his faith in mankind was also strengthened because he had been ready to give up and quit school. Years later, that young woman became critically ill and local doctors were baffled. They finally sent her to the big city where they called in specialists to study her rare disease. Dr. Howard Kelly was called in for the consultation. When he heard of the name of the town, he went down the hall to see her and recognized her at once. He went back to the consultation room, determined to do his best to save her life. From that day, he gave her special attention to the case. After a long struggle, the battle was won. Dr. Kelly requested to see her bill for final approval. He looked at it, wrote something on the bottom of the bill, sent it to her room. She feared to look at it, for she was sure it would take the rest of her life to pay off. She finally looked at something on the bottom that caught her attention. And it wrote, "Paid in full with 1 glass of milk." I thought that story was so beautiful. I wanted to share it with you because someone's simple act of kindness and giving completely changed the direction of a young man's life, who ended up being her physician and paying it forward, so to speak. So it's really important to, when you can, I've got a little visitor coming here. There's my feet. Hello, little swans. So getting back to kindness, when you witness or when you do an act of kindness or an act of giving, you release serotonin in the body. Even witnessing an act of giving releases serotonin in the body, and serotonin is the feel-good chemical that the brain releases. So, and when you do give, you open up your heart space and your heart center. Have you ever given something to someone without expecting anything in return and you were paid back tenfold? I know that I have in my life. I've experienced that. And so, even 10 years ago, I did a course with Tony Robbins, and he suggested that we give of ourselves whenever we can. And he suggested the first point of call, he said, to go and sit with someone for 20 minutes. Someone in an old people's home who doesn't get visitors or something like that. So in our lunch break, I went for a walk, and I saw a homeless man sitting on the hard concrete in the middle of the city centre of Sydney. And I walked past thinking, I just can't do it. And then, after walking away for a few steps, I thought, well, why can't I do it? And I forced myself to act upon what Tony Robbins had suggested. So I went back to the man and I leaned forward and I asked if he wouldn't mind if I sat with him for a little while. And I did, and I sat with him for about 20 minutes and we exchanged stories, and I offered him my assistance to get him to what he needed, what he was asking for help for. And it was such a wonderful feeling. I had such an amazing feeling when I walked away from that. So the moral here is give of yourself when you can. What you give in life, you receive back. It's truly a gift to yourself and a gift to the universe. It's a gift to the consciousness of the planet, because it ripples out. Acts of kindness ripple out as energy forms, and they come back to the planet as well. So next time you get a chance, do a random act of kindness and give of yourself whenever you can. And remember, you are worthy. And also check it down on the links below. If you're looking for a home-based business, check out what I do. The links are all below. And also subscribe to my YouTube channel and send me a friend request on Facebook, and I look forward to connecting with you. And remember again, you are worthy.